In this video, we are still working on project 1 of our statistics Lumen course, and we are going to cover question 3. It is an Excel project and it is done in Microsoft Excel. So we have two options. One is to use the app on our computer, the desktop app, and the other is to use Microsoft Online. So we need to recreate a bar graph from our book that shows the distribution of students by ethnicity. The table has already been populated with the data. And to create the bar graph, we need to highlight the titles of the rows and the percentages. And then from the Insert tab, insert a bar chart similar to the one we have been doing in questions 1 and 2. So I'm going to start with the online Excel here. So this is question 3. Highlight the titles and the percentages. Insert recommended charts. And we are trying to reproduce this vertical bar graph. So I'm going to choose the second one. And I'm going to insert that chart. Let's move it where it's supposed to go. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Let's resize it. So one thing that is happening here is that Excel doesn't have enough space. So it has set the labels diagonally here, sideways. If it was a large graph, it would have them horizontally like the one in our book. But because they didn't give us enough space, the labels here go diagonally. We want to fix the title. If I double click on it, the chart edit window comes up on the right. So I want the title to be ethnicity of students. Ethnicity of students. Above, since I am in online Excel, I can make it bold so that it looks nice. The vertical axis label, if I double click on it, I want it to say % of students. The horizontal line label, if I want to keep it, I want it to say ethnicity. Another option is to not have it at all so that it resembles the graph that we are trying to imitate. So obviously I can also just remove it if I toggle the switch off. And the other thing is that these bars are really thick, unlike the bars on the chart. So the instructions are asking us to make the gap width 100%. So here, if I go in the horizontal axis and I make this gap width 100, they will become thinner. The other thing they have asked us to do is to have labels outside. So let's see data labels here where it says series. So when I double clicked or clicked on one of those bars, the series field 2 option was expanded, so I can see the data labels. I want them to be there, so I'm gonna switch the toggle on. And I would like them to be outside. They are automatically shown outside, so I'm all set with that. This looks fine. Of course, it gives me here the option to have a different fill. I cannot find a purple color. If I pick this purple color, it's going to be too dark, and I don't really want it to be that dark. So let's stick with a blue, like the one they gave us. And if you want to do a little more exploration of how the online Excel works with choices for colors, you can play with that. So we are done with the graph. One other thing that we have to do is to use Excel's calculator to find the sum of the percentages. We hope that it adds to 100. So it says to either use the auto sum option, which we have seen in the previous video that it is the sum function. The nice thing again here is that the auto sum option will only require the top and the bottom of the array that it adds. So if I click there, let me go back to my file. All right, so if I click here and I click the auto sum, it will add, it will show me that it's adding from B37 to B44. And I'm just gonna press enter, and it does indeed add to 100%. So what is the formula? The formula is the use of the sum function, and it is B37 was the first row, and colon, if I want to have a whole range, go to B44. I can also click in that cell to verify that this indeed was my formula. All right, let's try to do the same thing in the Excel on the app. So I'm going to highlight the titles with their percentages, the rows, right? I'm gonna insert recommended charts. I don't want a horizontal bar graph, I want a vertical bar graph. Move it, resize it to fit the table. Fix this chart title to say ethnicity of students. So if I double click here, ethnicity of students. Then on the graph, either with the plus sign or with the add chart element, add axis titles. I don't want them both. I want only the vertical, primary vertical. I want this to say % of students. Again, the labels are sideways because I have selected a very small area for this graph and not a larger area. If my graph was longer, let's see how long it needs to be, the labels would have been horizontal. But my graph is really narrow, so they are sideways. Gap width 100%. So again, per the instructions here, right-click on one of the bars in the chart to format the series and change the gap width to 100%. So let's right-click here, format the data series. Gap width is at 219. I want it to be at 100%. Here it is. I can change the color. Let's do fill. Oh, let me click again here. All right, let's do the fill. I can make it purple if I want. There we go. I am missing the data series, the labels. So again, if I click on the plus or if I click on the add chart element, let's click on the graph here. All right, chart elements, I want the data labels and they automatically come to be on top. Oh, I don't want the data table, so let me remove that. I clicked it by accident. Here is my graph and it kind of looks like the one in the book. I need the sum, so equals the sum. If I open a parenthesis, I can just start at the top and then drag my cursor all the way to the bottom that I need to add. B37 to B44. The range is denoted with a colon, B37, colon, B44, and I'm all set.